everybody. Yep, here I am again. You know what? I decided to make you a quick video here, second video. I figure I owe you guys another video since I missed one out last week. But also because I realized I had another subject that sort of relates to the last video. So I thought it'd be good to put this up right after that one. And that is idling, as it refers to the effect it has on the DEF system. So the Sprinter owners that I spoke with, I mean, they all said that if you're going to get a Sprinter, even the guys that didn't have Sprinters, that said, if you're going to get a Sprinter, don't idle it. And so I heard that enough to say, you know what, especially from the Sprinter owners, and to, look, like, take that for what I'm hearing. Like, it's the truth. Like, don't idle. But I wanted to know more about that, and I asked them a little bit, and it was all based around the DEF system and the buildup that can be caused or will be caused by idling, especially excessively idling. But I knew that for me that was going to be a concern, because I knew going out of the gate that I was not going to have enough money left over to put any kind of a cooling system in, being that I was going into the warmer months that I'm currently in, but I would have enough by the time winter comes to put a heating system in. And then of course then between then and the warmer or summer, I would have enough to get it for next year. So I just had to get through this summer. And so when I was at Mercedes-Benz, I asked them about this idling thing. And they did say that, yep, idling definitely has an effect on the DEF system. But they also said that there are some things that can sort of offset that. Now, it may not offset it completely, but enough that you would be able to get through this little pocket that I'm in through the warmer months. And so I asked him, I said, well, this is what I'm doing. I idle as little as I have to. I park in the shade when I can to keep the van as cool for as long as I can from when the sun comes up. Windows down, I've got the fan. I never idle at night. As soon as the sun, pretty much goes down, starts to cool down, So yeah, I turn the thing off and I put the fan on. So, I really do minimize it as much as possible. And then he added, and I said, well, that's all the best I can do. But then he added, he said, well, and also what works in your favor is that the kind of work you're doing expediting, which means that you're pretty much on a daily basis, you're running at highway speeds, and not only at highway speeds, but for long periods of time. And he said that's the best thing you can do for your DEF system, because you're allowing it to do its job, thoroughly do its job. And so he says, the fact that you're doing that almost on a daily basis, and that you're already just minimizing the idling that you're doing, he said that should definitely get you through the summer without any real, major detrimental impacts or anything to the DEF system. Will it be somewhat a little bit? Sure, he said, but not to a point where you have to really concern yourself too much with it. In fact, he kind of looked at me and he says, you'll be okay, don't worry about it, because I was really kind of stressing about it, because I know that that's for sure not good for that. But he said, just based on my situation, he said, you'll be fine, get through the summer, and just keep it, minimize it, and balance it out. I mean, if you're sitting for a little longer than normal, then he said if you can take it out and just drive it for 30 minutes even, or preferably an hour, he was saying, if you just can maybe drive to, and maybe just purposely drive to another area or something, and that will help, obviously. So, anyway, so I wanted to let you know about idling. When you hear about don't idle, that it harms and it hurts, it does. But, again, it's a little bit about some balance there. And if you do need, like you're in my position where you need a little bit of time, to do that, that you should be fine. And these are the mechanics that are very adamant about not idling, and yet they've listened, and they do feel like that I'll be fine. And frankly, even if that really weren't the case, I don't know if I'd really have any other option other than I might try to speed up to get a cooling system, you know, faster. Then yeah, but you know, now that I have kind of their backing on that, I know that I can just get through this summer and I'll be fine. So, all right, so that's it. Just wanted to touch base with you a little bit on the idling thing. But definitely something to consider, and certainly for long term, you definitely are going to want to have a cooling and heating system of some kind in your van as soon as you can, so that you don't have to idle for those reasons. So, and maybe later on a later video, I'll talk to you a little bit about some systems, some options that you might want to consider. I've already looked into it, so I can share that with you as well. So I'll probably do that on a future video. All right, guys, well, have a good one, and thank you again for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.